Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Heroes of Might and Magic 3. As you see, we have Frederick here, standing triumphant after the defeat of Dargem in his former capital of Downhaven, which is now ours. It is mine. But more importantly, we now can start handing in some of these quests, rounding out the mission, eliminating the stragglers, and, just ensuring our, everlasting victory and peace and prosperity for Burton, after all. Burton is developing into quite the town, isn't it? There's all these impressive buildings and industry. And, it'll be nice to have the pirates stop being jealous about all of it. So, that'll be good. The first step of that, of course, will be getting Henrietta out in the field, ready to collect any remaining things that she needs. She's going to have a ton of engineers with her, so that's cool. So this is fine. We just need a small army to help get things done. We'll have her jump into the boat. We've got all these boats just littering the shore. We might as well use them. So that's fun. As for Frederick, we've already finished scribing all the scrolls that we wanted, so that's okay. Let's just check the quest log, actually. So this is the renewable Bone Dragon into Ghost Dragon mechanic, which is a fun one. To the team's credit, they added the repeatable quests thing in this update. The factory update, and it's being put to good use in the campaign. Here we've got someone who's selling pirates. We don't care about that. We've got some quest gates for Frederick, that's fine. This will never be able to finish. This is the upgrading pirates. We have the Orb of Vulnerability, okay. A quest gate for Boyd, to check that. Defeating Dargem, okay. A quest gate for Purple, interesting. Another Dargem quest guard, which is just never going to be done because Dargem's dead. I'll just show that on the map. Yeah, that's just not happening. Oh, that's never happening, is it? I suppose just to check. The Boyd questgate, that was in there, that was this. Okay, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, as you can see, we're basically pretty much done here. We'll hand in the orb, we'll hand in this quest guard as well. Frederick can do those. Hop in the boat. We'll make sure that Henrietta learns teleport. That'll be useful. But otherwise we can basically just plan to defeat the people here. So before we do just that, what's here? This is obviously going to be a defeat. Well, that's... Behold the defeat! Without even getting a single hit in, what's actually here? Looks not too bad, to be honest. I think Frederick can handle this. Okay, cast Precision. Will we get a moment to actually look at all, or we're just going to get killed by the sorceresses? We're just killed by the sorceresses. Okay, we're going to have to just look at the bottom here while we're being killed. The amount of troops here is actually not that different to what Dargem had, except instead of enchanters, we've got sharpshooters. And we've got some rampart meat instead of cove meat. So that's a thing. But... So I guess we need somewhat a similar level of troops, do we? Well, I suppose the question is, can we barricade the gate and then just, let things happen from there? We do have these skeletons, which could be useful, but we obviously need to have speed priority, we need to be able to cast Forgetfulness, which we can't test without Frederick being there. I know Henrietta probably knows Forgetfulness now, but hers isn't the mass one, because she's only got Expert Earth. So, yeah. It'd still be useful for her to learn Teleport, though. It's a useful spell. So we're going to do that. We're completely broke. So we have a small problem that we do sort of kind of just need to marshal an army again. But, the key main boss of this, final boss of this mission has been defeated, which is significant. So, this is all doable. Maybe even this army Henrietta's got combined with Frederick's troops are enough to do it, so we'll see what we can do. As for now, though, we'll just grab this, just to deny them spawning troops, but... Let's end turn. It's Week of the Eagle, isn't that lovely? So, let's marshal some troops. Henrietta in range still. Just sort of run off. Maybe Ziff can help. Well, sort of a problem is, I have so many people wondering about doing random tasks. It's like, Like, at least these tasks are important. Like, we do need to get more ghost dragons and so on. This stuff that Tancred's going to be delivering is actually quite important. The Orgoi Korkoi, actually, now I think about it, quite useful. We do need those. So, everything's going to be fine. We're just getting a few things sorted out. All is well in our world. And I'm looking forward to getting to the next mission. It'll be the first time we're playing on the new patch, because this mission technically is still the launch version back in from January. So, there have been some changes. Apparently it's not going to be quite so challenging, which is probably fine. Like, I've been managing, but it's not been easy. So, you know. Oh, he ran around us. How bold. He does have, like, a modicum of troops. It's not going to really matter, though. Because he just immediately flees and loses all the troops. Wonderful! I mean, you're welcome to keep doing that. Keep bleeding out troops, please. So, alright, Tancred. Let's get some stuff on you, and we'll go from there. Let's grab the additional skeletons. We'll deliver the skeletons and the ghost dragons, and then Rathmont goes back to work, but Tancred now has a decent amount of stuff and things. This will be excellent. Let's head over to the teleporter. Alright, we have defeated Dargem, Marigold the Seer. What do you say to that? Sure. What is the reward? Okay, it's for Frederick. Okay. +3 defense skill. I'll take it! We now have, like, if we just remove our artifacts and just strip it down for a moment, like, that's 12 native defense skill. That's actually pretty solid. I'm glad that I did this in the right order, because if I had taken this Dargem out last, I would not have got this +3 defense skill. So, you know, I'm happy for that. What about handing in the Orb of Vulnerability? Because I don't think that's going to be relevant anymore. Well, I suppose one thing I'll do before wrapping up the map, I might do it off screen, is just double check every single primary stat boosting location on the map and just check I've done everything. But for now, at least we know what we're doing, so that's fine. Let's grab the gold, grab the derrick, grab the warehouse of crystal, more automatons, because again, we have to sort of replace our entire army. You know, just slightly. So you can just sit there. Let's continue. Oh look, are you bleeding out more troops? Oh, isn't that sad? Please continue to do so. Alright, off to the teleporter with you, Tancred. Alright, what about for the Orb of Vulnerability? +3 knowledge. I'm assuming that's only allowed on Frederick. But I mean, I don't mind it being on Frederick because he's making excellent use of his spell points. Especially because he's got intelligence on top of that. So it's, you know, it's more of a good thing. Henrietta's only got 100 spell points, but you know, it's not bad. Mind you, that's a natural knowledge of 7, but you know. They'll continue to both get stronger over time. There's going to be more and more stat boost increasing artifacts. Let's just make landfall here. Actually, it's not a bad idea for Frederick to gain some additional mana from the magic spring. Let's do that. We might as well be at our strongest. Alright, into the Chartreuse 2 AC portal with you, Henrietta. Obviously we can't make landfall here, it's all surrounded by debris. We could make a meeting of the boats, though. Boat meeting? Best kind. Trying to make some notes and, you know, a little squall of sea happens and suddenly it's a scribble. Alright, gunslingers. Let's go. Back to Burton with you. Oh, more need to lose troops, I see. Ah, you're just a man who's only got a single centaur, though. But you did a lot of damage. Oh, noes. I should probably leave that guy alive, actually, because that way when we take the town, we don't automatically win the mission, just in case there's something that's relevant for that eventuality. So, a meeting of the boats first, but first, let us sail away, Frederick. Stop! Alright, Henrietta. Deliver the troops of destiny. And, carry on. So the one other thing I'm just being aware of is I may have to, like, make a save just before winning, and then, like, disassemble the artifacts before winning, just in case that's a problem, because I think assembling the artifacts means you don't get to keep them, if I understand right. So, it seems strange, but I want to be absolutely sure I don't make any mistakes. You know it is. So, it's nice having the Wraith. It's a lot more initial movement on our dear friend Rathmont. It's going to be interesting to finally not be playing this mission, though. You know, it's been a part of my life for quite a while. You know, thank you for sticking with me all this time, you know. It's going to be strange to leave the shores of Burton for whatever the HotA team have planned for us. We'll make landfall here. That's fine. Okay, Henrietta. Just deliver yourself here. Plop. Okay. I don't know if we need too much more in the way of resources, frankly, but it is what Todd's been doing. He's been gathering those resources. Might as well continue to do that. Alright, in you go, Tancred. You know, I could just use this button here they added, Visit Object. Although notably, the object is lowercase instead of uppercase, unlike the other buttons. Slight inconsistency, I guess. Still, Tancred is here with important reinforcements. We will accept these reinforcements happily. Alright, let's grab the manor. Tender. And we'll make our way over here. And then we'll hope this is actually enough stuff. We actually have got this mercenary camp. That's right, we're getting here to learn teleport. There we go. So now we have teleport. I think that was probably the only spell we actually learnt from here. There's teleport, air shield, and forgetfulness, but we already knew those two. But still, it's good to learn teleport. There was a spot on the previous mission where you could actually teleport one range stack into the middle of some rocks that then they couldn't be hit. And that's a pretty sneaky move. Otherwise, she could stay here for now. Over to the watering place. Deliver those. Might as well grab these and put them in the transformer of death and destruction. Tancred. Alright, Frederick. Soon it will be your moment to shine. Mainly because Boyd doesn't have forgetfulness in these fights. It just... Well, he knows the spell, but he doesn't have it as a thing. But... well, we're okay. So... Todd over to here. We will call it a day. Wake of the Rat. If we can attack this turn, it means we attack before they get reinforcements, but that's not going to be possible, unfortunately. There's just too much moving to be done. Still, we can start the reinforcement journey. So Boyd can give us all of his stuff, and then just hide in a corner. He can visit the well. Oh, that's Tancred. Tancred then delivers the stuff. Okay, so we can't take everything, so let's take off 2 of the smallest items and give 2 big items instead. That seems reasonable. Wayfarer's boots, by the way, were a nice pickup. I might as well equip this as well. You can then play at the well, and we'll have Boyd join you. Have a nice well time. So we're going to just win once we make our attack, so I guess I just have to do a quick scan then of like... how to put this? Last fight, in quotes. So do I break this up, just to be safe? Let's read the mission briefing. They will bring the components of the Wizard's Well and the Ring of the Magi. Yes, so I do break them up. So break it up. Yes, please. And where is the Wizard's Well? Break that up as well. Thank you. We now have the components of the Wizard's Well. Excellent. So let's make sure we get that right. Now, if Melodia runs out, that's actually even better, because then I can just, like, drop a quick save and look around. But for now, let's just end turn. She doesn't run off. Oh well. Let's hope we've got everything we need. Suppose I can, well, I'll cut the video here, and then we'll be back in just a moment. I have now had a brief look over the map, and I can say that we've got all the primary stat boosters, but Frederick has not visited this shrine to learn Death Ripple, or this shrine to learn Curse. So we are going to have to do a brief little bit of shenanigans, which is mainly just having Boyd take the army, and just having Frederick quickly do this. Oh, let's get Tancred out of the way. He can go back to his well. It shouldn't take too long, and we'll get Henrietta to do her part as well. It'll be a race! A race to the curse! Who else needs to move? Because we just do not care anymore, frankly. It's fine. Let's move! Now, of course, there's a possibility, too, that we just actually don't have enough troops. So that's the other possibility. Either way, let's land here, Henrietta. We can do it in one turn if we leave to land here. Excellent. So you need to learn Curse. It's mainly, to be honest, of interest for Frederick because he's an expert mage in all schools of magic. So that's the main interest. We don't really care about... we don't super care about the others. Like, Henrietta learning Curse. I doubt it's ever going to be relevant, but if I'm going to get Frederick the magic he needs, I might as well get it for Henrietta while I'm doing it. So, you know what it is. I was somewhat tempted just to say, you know, does it really matter? And it's like, well, you know, considering how hard this campaign's been, let's take every advantage we can, shall we? You know, just saying. Like, there's every possibility I enter this fight and it's like, oh, as it turns out, they are also immune to forgetfulness. Oops. Let's just dismiss these Stormbirds, we don't care. There we go. Like, that very well could be a part of our world that we're living in, but... And they get to high-five each other as they ride on past, which is always fun. I suppose while we're here, we can also have Henrietta just grab the Orgoi Corkoi and hand them over. Might as well. They're right here. I think that should be everything we need though. Like, at this point, we've got overwhelming power. The enemy's down to one town. It should be an open and shut case. Well, except it's a fight, but let's make it happen, shall we? Well, thank you for keeping the army warm, Boyd. Let's have you hide. Enjoy your long undead life. while Dargem's dead. So now we shall save again as for last fight. Let's go. A glorious victory. So glorious. And now we shall attack Port Crowland. Apparently the odds are overwhelming. But the question is, what about our magical powers? And after all, Eris doesn't have much. Can we cast Mass Forgetfulness? We can. That's going to make things much easier. And if we position our Ghost Dragons like so, these can't hit us. Cure is a bit of an issue, though. That is a bit of an issue. We get Stone Skin from the Enchanters. We'll have to just beware of curing as a problem. Still, at least the Gunslingers just dealt with the Sharpshooters. And it's not like we don't have great damage. But yes, cure is something I hadn't considered. We may have to sacrifice and bring some of these dudes back. We do, however, have a nice horde of skeletons. And quite helpfully, the cannon shot the location where the skeletons are going to be, so that's something. So the Orgo Korkoi can make a move. I wonder if they can devour war machines. I suspect not. Either way, we'll get them closer. Let them pounce next turn. So I suppose I want to hold off on my cast until I get to the Engineers. Because if he's just going to cure again... or I go for like a mass haste. Just try to get the damage in now. Let's go for the mass haste. We'll whack the Sea Dogs. The Orgo Korkoi can then pounce, eating the Ghost Dragons as they do. Excellent. Solid work there. Oh, I got mass slowed now, do I? At least we killed off the sharpshooters. Yeah, the Orgo Korkoi, not long for this world. The Engineers also not long for this world. We need these walls down. We're getting there. We're probably actually dead, to be honest. Cure is a problem. It may well be that we need to just get more stuff. So I could revive these, but what off of? So I can't sacrifice those. I could have always teleport stuff. Let's try a different strategy. A cure is a concern. So how about we instead start with mass haste? And just see if we can get as much damage done as possible. But he's probably then going to mass slow me. Still, if we mass slow him, we still get a full turn off of. I suppose mass... yeah, he'll just cure it, right? But I suppose slow is easier, because then I can play games of the slow, anti-slow stuff. It's a little slow. Question is then, what will I hit? Because it'd be nice to get an age off on one of these nasty stacks. That's a good aging. We could fight the 7 signs of aging of that. We could get a nice alpha strike off on the Oceanids. Let's do it. We get haste as well as slowing the enemy. So let's start wailing into these weakened Sea Dogs. That's an excellent hit there. So now we get slowed back, but everyone's slowed. So we killed 200 sharpshooters with our retaliation shot, so that's pretty good. The morale is not so great. Yeah, this is going to be an issue. Okay. I have an alternative idea. Well, we have to at least finish the round. Then I'm allowed to retreat. So, I'm instead going to cast the air shield. We're going to try Dargem strats. Because the ranged is what's scary, right? So we can either turn them off, or we provide ourselves with a massive resistance to their damage, which could be quite attractive. Now, I did like aging these, but ultimately, how much use did it really have? Could age these instead. Do we want to leave them lock them inside of their town? Is an interesting question. Because we could. Park our dragons there. Let's try to age these. Yeah. So you got stone skin. That's fine. We get haste. Excellent. I might as well just kill them. There we go, the Pegasus are down. Enchanters. Just fractional damage. The accurate shots are more dangerous. So do we do like a sacrifice and then just start doing cloning shenanigans? Like, is that the play? I can actually pounce on these now that I have haste, which we shall. That at least removes a stack. We can even eat another stack and hit again. So we can do a nice solid hit here. If I was to sacrifice... We would restore all of the lost enchanters, or all the lost gunslingers are doing that. Problem is these are currently protected. What's the alternative casts? We're probably going to get slowed. Could cast teleport. Actually, that's a decent idea. If we teleport the skeletons on top of the sea dogs, that could cause some mayhem. That's the name for the double hit on the Oceanids. Excellent. So now those are sort of somewhat negated. That being said, we want to still get damage in. Because these are just going to stab. Still, we can get a nice solid hit off ourselves. Oh, yeah. Killed off hundreds of sea dogs there. That being said, all the skeletons are now gone, but we have caused some mayhem. The walls are down. This is interesting. We could start moving our engineers forward. Does mean they get a full turn before we can actually do anything. Precision. We lost a lot of engineers. Sad but true. It's time to sacrifice. Restoring our gunslinger count. Have we done enough? Possibly not. Well, the simple solution is we can just gather more troops, right? Like, we've got 4 towns to their 1. Oh, we got forgotten. Okay. Well, clearly, we're going to need to gather more troops, because this is not even close at this time. So, we're going to do that. Oh, that's the wrong thing. We can load back a few days to at least begin the troop rallying a little bit sooner. Like we might as well. We've even got some additional resources so we could start doing more upgrades of our gunslingers, right? That'd be good. So, we're going to start this journey. Like, the reality is, like, we did lose basically our whole army against Dargem here. So, you know, that is a concern. Look, it's probably doable, but it would certainly not hurt to have more troops. There's another 36 armadillos here. Obviously the additional dragons. Never gonna hurt. We've got 3 more ghost dragons here. So, let's see what we can do. Guess for now we'll just, like, leave these 31 grenadiers here. Start moving out. So we got a few more there. While we're here, we can even grab some more Orgoi Korkoi. They did okay. But it's probably time to start wrapping up the episode, actually. All things being considered. Like, it's all well and good needing more troops. You know, it's actually to be expected, considering that we beat Dargem, but barely, right? Like, we do need fresh troops. So, we'll be doing that. I'll also consider the troops in here, because there's, like, a decent amount of sea dogs. Like, a good 200 between the various dwellings and such, right? Especially if we upgrade all of these ones here. Do we have the gold for that? But it's an interesting thought. Like, if we just upgrade all those to sea dogs, well, that's a ton of extra firepower. It's a decent idea. Well, when we come back next time, more Heroes of Might and Magic 3.